Hey guys, welcome back, or welcome if you're new to the channel. We had a very busy weekend, as I'm sure a lot of you did as well, and so I'm doing kind of a speed homemaking, speed tidy, get ready for the week ahead, and picking up the house. Since we went to the beach, I have not unpacked our beach bag. We have, a pile of laundry that I need to fold. I just did a load of laundry to get us ready for the week, and then also it was trash night, and so I went ahead and emptied the fridge of all of the, leftover foods that maybe were going bad. So I had a sink full of containers and Tupperware that I needed to put away. So I wanted to give you guys a little bit of motivation here. But when we came in on Monday, I wanted to make sure that we were ready for the week ahead. One of my biggest pet peeves is starting the week out and I don't have Sydney's water bottles clean and laundry done and, little things like that. I wanted to also make a spinach lasagna. You will see Sydney ended up making basically the whole thing by herself. So yeah. Also, I do apologize. A lot of this footage, unfortunately, is really grainy. I thought I had great lighting in the house, and so I went ahead and used a different camera, but looking at the footage, it's very grainy. So just bear with me. As I'm putting all of the water bottles away, I'm realizing just how many we have and how many different types. Over the years, I've tried many different types, and we definitely have our favorites. So the Yeti one is wonderful for school. It has held up wonderfully all kindergarten year long. The Stanley is slightly bigger, so just depends on how much water your child drinks, and it's a little bit heavier too. So if you have a tiny one, maybe not the Stanley, unless they're going to be gone for an extended period of time, like after school care as well. And then I have the larger Stanley that I just got in my recent haul for summer camp, which is wonderful. They do keep things nice and cold, but yes, they have the handle and the flip up straw, which we love. And then I have specific cups I use for milk. I feel like they clean a little bit better. So I'm pretty particular, but we have quite the array of cups in our house. So I just wanted to show you what I kind of leave in my beach bag. I do have an entire video of my beach essentials, which I can link as well, which they do not change. But of course we have some bug spray, some sunscreen for Sydney, mineral sunscreen, the dusting powder to get the sand off. I have a face sunscreen for myself, and I just usually keep these things in the beach bag at all times. And then this blanket lives in my car or my beach bag as well, but I just needed to shake out the sand. And I can also link these things down below. The blanket is from Amazon and it has been wonderful. Again, we go to the beach multiple times a week since we do live so close in the summer. And so I feel like I've nailed down our essentials without bringing all kinds of extra fluff. And also, despite my efforts to bring the entire beach into our house with us, it's inevitable that we get some sand in the house. So I went ahead and shook out the entryway rug and I swept everything with my Swiffer sweeper, which I've recently rediscovered in the back of my closet. And for some reason, I just hadn't used it in a while. And I just forget how much I really do love this. It picks up all the dust, all the hair, and I can sweep the piles of sand into a little pile and then get rid of it. But it honestly works wonderfully. And then after I saw just how dirty my Swiffer sweeper was, I wanted to go ahead and give my floors a nice scrub. So I just use the Bona hardwood floor cleaner and I scrub really well in order to make it shine and really get those spots up. There's been a lot of traffic in and out of the house, despite me saying no shoes. We're playing outside constantly and it's just, we live in our homes, so our floors get dirty. And so I wanted to go ahead and give those a nice scrub down. For dinner tonight, I wanted to make a spinach and cheese lasagna. I love leftover lasagna and thought it would be a nice school lunch for Sydney to bring as well. So I'm just using some frozen spinach, mozzarella, Parmesan cheese, ricotta. That is a personal preference. I know some people use cottage cheese, and egg for binder. And then for seasoning, I have salt, pepper, oregano, and Italian seasoning. So I mentioned making lasagna to Sydney, or lasagna rolls, and she seemed a little apprehensive and could not remember if she liked it or not, which is weird because she kind of likes everything. And so I said, hey, do you want to make it with me? And she said, sure. She started making it and she goes, oh yeah, I do like lasagna. So little tip, get your kids in the kitchen if they want to help you cook and kind of entice them to do it, and they might start to want to try some newer foods. Just a little tip that I like to do, even if it's a little bit messier. It's so fun. Sydney absolutely loves doing this. And when it came out of the oven and she had tasted it, she goes, my lasagna is actually better than yours. And I had to laugh. She did a really, really good job. was actually really nice because while Sydney was finishing up the lasagna, I was able to clean up a little bit. So teamwork. And then when the lasagna was in the oven, I knew I had several minutes to get this laundry folded. I didn't want to have to save it for night times. I wanted to shower and just unwind by myself. And so I went ahead and tackled the laundry. That lasagna that Sydney put together was seriously so delicious, and she gobbled it right up, even though she was reluctant in the beginning. And then, our evening was coming to an end. I put Sydney to bed, read her a couple of books as usual. I showered and went to bed from an exhausting but very fulfilling weekend that we spent with family and friends. So I hope you guys also enjoyed your weekend, got some motivation here, and I will talk to you in the next video.